Okay, guys, we are live now. For some reason, in some of the places that I'm going live, is not working. Just send me a message. Anyway, I want to thank you for being here and give me the time, your time. I'm not gonna be too long, just about 20 minutes before I start the same video, but we're gonna be doing it in Spanish because I have many people that ask me to do this in Spanish as well. So, my name is Gustavo Romero. I'm a business and career coach. And what I'm going to be doing every day is a series of videos about some of the material that we handle in coaching, right? And so the whole purpose is to give you that um, that tools, tools that you can implement and use in your everyday. The title for our program is Renaissance, which is mean the Renaissance was a period in Europe where people were open to culture, a rebirth of their culture and the rebirth of the people. So that's kind of the title that we put together, and I'll be talking to you. So anyway, I haven't done this for a while, so probably that's why I'm a little bit nervous. I'll be honest with you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be going over some part of the programs that we work with, and I want to start by inviting you, all of you, and if you don't have it, please reach out to me and I can send you this paper. Is called the Success Formula that comes from the Think and Grow Rich book. And I actually recommend it to everybody to read it. I read it every day. Actually, I have a routine every day that I do. It's called a Millionaire Morning Routine. I have it from it. That's what I look at. And you write your gratitude if you want it. You can also have it. I wake up at 5 in the morning. I do this for about an hour and a half. And the whole purpose is that the intention that you want to get better 1% every day. You want to get a little bit better in everything you do, right? And so I can send you the information to you as well if you want to. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to read the success formula first. So the idea is that we always start with this success formula. So in the case that you don't have it and you're watching this for the first time, you can listen to it. And I encourage you to listen it several times. And this is like an easy self-confidence talk that you want to do to yourself, right? Auto-suggestion is very powerful. Everything that we said to ourselves is very powerful. Words, believe it or not, become things. Words literally become things, right? And where we said the verb become flesh, so the word become flesh. So what you said to yourself is very important. It builds you up or destroy you. But also at the same time, words that you tell to other people, people tell you, can also destroy you or build you up, right? And so I will give you a couple of techniques what you can do to prevent some people to tell you things and how to not get affected by those things. All right, so let's get started and I'll read it to you. And as we move along, I'll tell you more about what we're going to talk today. So it said the success formula says, I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose. Therefore, I demand of myself persistence and continuous action towards its attainment, right? So you're saying to yourself that you believe in yourself, that you have the ability to achieve your goals. And this is a key thing. You can go religion or you can go in science. We all able to do many things that we might not believe we can do. Some people may speak only one language, but you can speak other languages too. I had a friend of mine. He speaks 6 languages, right? And sometimes I struggle with two. So some people struggle with one. So you can learn as many languages as well. So we have the ability. If someone can do it, you can do it too. So this is a kind of the way I want you to start thinking. Look around you. If people have something you don't have and you want it, you also have the ability to have it, right? Maybe you don't know how to have it, but you can always learn how to have it. You can ask the person, hey, how do you get that? I want that. How do you do it? And they will tell you, right? They will tell you. If you ask, you always can get an answer back. The second one said, I realized the dominating thought of my mind eventually reproduce themselves in outward bodily action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my mind for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to be by creating a mental picture of this person and then transforming that picture into reality through practical service. So, your dominating thought materializing your life, basically what it's saying. Um, Look, everything that you have in your life, whether you like it or not like it, it is because it was dominant in your mind. You have a relationship, and if your relationship is not doing well, then that relationship is being dominant. You're being getting involved emotionally in the wrong thing. So everything that is dominant in your mind and you get emotionally involved with, you will attract and you're going to have in your life. And this is uh, common sense, right? It's common sense. If you thinking all the time that you're going to do great, you do great. If you're thinking all the time you're going to do wrong, you're going to do wrong. So your mind is very powerful and ultimately will manifest in your life everything that is dominant in your mind. So that's why I like to read this one, because as we go along every day and we read this, you will understand what I mean. And analyze your day, analyze your day, and see your life. If things repeat itself, they normally repeat because it's dominant in your mind. It's simply happening all the time. So we want to change that. So now we know that everything that happened to our life is because of our dominating thoughts. And so if we don't want that, we can change it in our thought from where they came from, right? Where they came from. By the way, I'm gonna have this class, this chat every day at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday, so you guys can make the time. And we also streaming on YouTube and multiple sources, so you can look for it as well there. All right. Number three said, I know that through the principles of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical mean of realizing it. So, autosuggestion, again, if I'm telling to myself, I'm great, I'm great, I'm great, I'm a good salesman, I'm a good professional, I'm a good husband, I'm a good father, you tell that all your time to yourself and you make it that dominant, then eventually you'll move into that direction. Now, as positive words are stronger, unfortunately, we have a tendency to be very negative to ourselves. So, negative word has a lot of meaning or resonate with that a lot because we grew up in a very negative environment. And so, some people very blessed that grow up in a positive environment, but 90% of the people grow up with a negative environment. And it's simply that because the word no, right? No and can't. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. And we hear so much, so often that we don't feel like we can do it. But we can. It's all in our mind again. And I'll give you tips how to protect yourself from people that might hurt you, right? All right. So number four is that I have clearly mapped out and written down a description of my definite purpose in life. For the coming 5 years, I have set a price on my services for each of these 5 years, a price I intend to earn and receive through strict application of the principle of efficient, satisfactory service, which I will render in advance. Okay, so uh, you want to make money, right? I mean, you might want to have a lot of things. So the idea of this is you set goals for 5 years, a 5 year goal, and the whole idea is to achieve about 75% of your goal, right? You don't want to achieve 100% of your goal because that it means only that you just put a low goal, right? So if and we're gonna talk that today, but goals is about improving yourself, you're getting better. It's not get the goal. The get the goal is, I mean, if you know how to get the goal, it's not a goal, it's a wrong goal. you got to move towards uh, improving your life, become a better version of yourself. And only do that is push yourself outside of your comfort zone. So your goals should always be outside of your comfort zone, cannot be in your comfort zone. So we know you're able, and we all very able in achieve great things. But at the same time, you want to set 5-year goal. So let's say in 5 years you want to, let's say you're making $100,000. You said, but by next year I'm going to make 200,000, right? I'm going to double my income. By the third year, 300,000. By the fourth year, 400,000. By the fifth year, 500,000, and you're in 100,000. So you have no idea how you're going to do that because you're not going to kind of double yourself, right? If you're working 40 hours a week and make 100,000, what you're planning to do, make 80 hours a week and make 200,000. Well, your family require time of you too. So there is a way of doing things in a certain way that give you double the money without you have to work the double. So that's a smart, what we call work smart and not hard. Hard work not always paid off, but it definitely does smart work. And we're gonna be working on those self skills along the way when we move around in these programs. All right, so the last one I said, very interesting. It said, I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to me the forces I wish to use and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because I will first serve them. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude towards others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. So here we talk about servicing, but in a very balanced way. So you want to focus on a mind on a win-win situation, right? You always want to be in a win-win situation. You don't want to be in a situation where you win and they lose. If you have that mentality that lack, you see, a lot of people say like, they make this circle in the economy, and they said this company take this portion of the market, and this company take this portion of the market, and that's not true. I mean, this is just to show you a little bit where you are compared to your competition or to the players in the market, but doesn't mean that that is limited. The truth, and if you go through the number, is as a company grow, another company doesn't shrink. So it means there's an expansion on the market. There's an abundance of client. There's people that never bought the product because they never, or the service of that of a particular company because they never felt recognized. They never felt connected with that. And another company provide a product or service, and they want it, and they become new clients into that industry and go to that client. Doesn't mean the other client, the other company wasn't selling enough. Keep selling, still making enough money, and the other one come. I love this idea of Coca-Cola and Pepsi. You know, doesn't mean that Coca-Cola take over Pepsi's market, Pepsi take Coca-Cola's market. They're doing great. They're both doing amazing in the industry. And there's people that like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and people buy Coca-Cola and Pepsi at the same time. Some people in the family like Coca-Cola, other people like Pepsi. So never think in your mind something like lack. The other thing, and I love this part, is you gotta change your heart. If you feel like things don't working in your life, there's a couple of exercises that I do with clients. I strongly recommend it to you to do, that I do it myself too. So you want to, I put it this way, so you can review this video later. So I said, you want to look for people that maybe hurt you in the past, right? Maybe they die. I mean, I had a friend of my dad that I didn't really. I mean, he was a nice guy, but then he wasn't very nice. But I have pain in him, and so even today, I said this. So I'm gonna share it to you. So the first thing you want to do is, I forgive myself. Right? You need to forgive yourself for mistakes you have done in the past, so you can start with a clean slate. Right? I forgive myself, and then I give myself love, peace, and blessings. So now I have love, peace, and blessings, and I forgive myself. Then now I have to do the work of forgiving other people. And the importance of forgiving other people is not about them; it's about you, because you're holding something with it, right? So you want to let that go. You gotta forgive and forget. You don't want to get anything attached negative in your life, right? So you forgive Juan, for example. You're gonna go, Juan, I forgive you, and I give you my peace, my love, and my blessings. Now you're giving something that you have an abundance of you. You give that an abundance, right? So it helps you to think it is always abundance out there. So you give something that's abundant. You give your forgiveness, and you forget about it. Don't worry about it. No, no, never think about that again. And then, so now you, Juan, can forgive yourself and have peace, love and blessing in yourself, right? You inviting him to forgive himself. And then, of course, you want him now to forgive someone, and so on. So the beauty about this verse that we said, or this talk that we said, is allow you to let go of anything that you're holding with people. Let those people let go, and then let go from other people. So it's a chain reaction, and come in place to ultimately, when you are in that state of mind of forgiveness and not really take important about things. And something we're going to discuss along the way is that ultimately everybody has a paradigm, right? And we have a paradigm. I had a paradigm, and ultimately this paradigm, it controls us. Everything. No, I mean 98% is controlled by our paradigm. 2% is conscious, but we want to redesign this paradigm, right? The paradigm is something we accepted from the past, and now we'll get into that point. But I'm just trying to introduce you something that we receive from people we trust but hurt us, and those pains incorporate part of our self-image, and we have a self-image that we struggle with, and we get result but not the result we want, and we kind of struggle with that. And as we struggle, we want to let go, so we focus in the kind of self-image that we want to have. And the best way to do this is looking for people that you admire. you know I will say, for example, one of the people that I admire is Richard Branson, right? I like him. I mean, I never seen him with a suit. Maybe he has a suit, but never seen him with a suit. He's always so relaxed, and he's been so innovator, right? Start with Virgin um, Records, and then start with the airline Virgins, and so on. He's always very innovator and all that. So I really appreciate. So I like this innovator spirit, right, that he has, and I like that. So I try to be like him, to innovate and do things like that. And I think so I've done that in the past as well. All right, so few more minutes before I start with the Spanish class. So we'll go there and say, I will sign my name to this formula, committed to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my entire life, so that I will become a successful and happy worker in my chosen field of endeavor. Right? So I will say this: memory. Why commit to memory? Repetition create change of behavior, right? We all know that. I mean, if you're good at sport, you got to do the sport over and over and over and over and never stop. And it's the little thing that you do every day that contribute more at the end. So I put it this way: so if you're gonna go for a race, right? You're gonna go for a race, and which is like I don't know, like a regular race, any race you want. A marathon, for example. If you're gonna go for this race, if you are if the race is in 30 days, right? And so you're going to you have two options. You can go every day for an hour to prepare for the race, or not prepare yourself, just completely not do anything. And the day before the race, you go to the gym for 29 hours, right? So what's going to happen? You can use it the hour of each day accumulated to the end. But if you do that, the day of the race, you won't be able to wake up. Everything hurts, right? So that shows you that is a consistency of everyday work that ultimately produce the result you want in the long term. So not to expect that everything is going to be done quickly, but give the time for things to happen. And if you work, if you get better 1% every day, well, everything is going to change. So again, if you are looking for this success formula, we have it in our website. So I will double check, but I think so. We do have it, and we'll put it there in English for you guys to have. Well, it is already the time, so I don't want to make it too long, so I can speak about other things the other days. And I look forward to have you come to my class at 11 a.m. Eastern time. We'll be around 11 to 11:20, not too long, so you guys can repeat this video over and over in your spare time. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.